Hi boys and girls, welcome back. Today we're going to work on lesson 10.2. In 10.2 we're going to talk about customary units of capacity. Now in yesterday's lesson we talked about customary units of length, which was measuring how long something is, but today we're going to talk about how to measure how much a container can hold. So if you're thinking about customary units of capacity at your house, it might be something like a juice box, a water bottle, a gallon of milk, and those sorts of things that can hold liquid. So if you're looking to measure customary units of capacity at your house, look in your fridge or maybe in your garage to see what kinds of things can hold those liquids. Today we are going to get started with our lesson, but I do want to remind you that you can still use your conversion chart that I gave you yesterday. So I'm going to be using that today, and I really hope that you use it at home too to help give you those relationships for customary units of capacity. So here's our lesson. 3 cups equals blank fluid ounces. In our relationship chart, we know that 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. So when I make my T-chart, I need to keep those in mind because those are going to help me build the future amounts of fluid ounces. So I'm going to put cups on one side and then fluid ounces on the other. Remember that 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. So 2 cups would be 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 3 cups, so I'm going to add another 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. And I'm going to stop there because the problem wanted me to figure out 3 cups is how many fluid ounces, and my chart is showing me 3 cups is 24 fluid ounces. In the next example, I have 5 quarts is blank pints. When I'm looking at the relationship chart, I notice that 5 quarts is 2 pints. I'm sorry, 1 quart is 2 pints, if I didn't say that earlier. So I need to get to 5 quarts. 1 quart is 2 pints. I'm going to keep going all the way to 5. 2 quarts, 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 quarts, 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 quarts, 6 plus 2 is 8. And 5 quarts, 8 plus 2 is 10. So my answer, 5 quarts, is equal to 10 pints. Now I'm also noticing that the relationship between quarts and pints is that you need 2 times as many pints, right? Because if I have 1 quart, I need times 2 of that, which is 2 pints. If I have 3 quarts, I need times 2, which is 6. And if I have 5 quarts, 5 times 2 is 10. So I need 2 times as many pints as quarts. Now, in the last example here, it's going to look a little bit different because we've been going from a big unit to a smaller unit, so we end up needing more. In this one, we're going to go from a small unit to a big, so we need less. Because you'll see that the relationship is 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. So as you can see, we need more quarts than we need gallons. So my number of quarts has to get smaller in order to put it into a gallon. So this time I'm going to put quarts and gallons. Now remember, we know that 1 gallon is 4 quarts. So there's a couple of ways we can do this. I know that the relationship is either 1 gallon times 4 equals 4 quarts, or I could do 4 quarts divided by 4 equals 1 gallon. So I need to think, if I am doubling the amount of quarts, right, doing 4 plus 4, that puts me at 8 quarts, which is exactly what I'm wanting for this problem. Now remember, I said the relationship is blank times 4 equals 8, or 8 divided by 4 equals blank. If I do 8 divided by 4, that's going to equal 2. And I can double check that to make sure the relationship matches. Remember that this was 1 times what equals 4? Well, I know that it's times 4 equals 4 quarts. So that relationship needs to stay times 4. So 2 times 4 equals 8. That means that I got my relationship correct, and 8 quarts is equal to 2 gallons. So we kind of worked backwards in this problem because, again, we are going from a small unit to a big unit compared to going from a big unit to a smaller one where you end up needing more. This time we needed less.